I hope you two lovebirds are ready to tell us all about your relationship.
We sure are.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 forgotten celeb couples of the 2000s.
What about you?
What about me?
What's gonna happen to us, Dwight?
You don't realize this is good. This doesn't happen often in your life.
Listen to me. I don't do romance.
For this list, we're taking a trip back to the first decade of the 21st century and revisiting some of those famous celeb pairings that we've already forgotten about. We'll never forget your comments, so please leave one below. Number 10. Macaulay Culkin and Mila Kunis. When it comes to Mila Kunis's dating history, what most of us think of is her current marriage to ASHTON Kutcher, and perhaps the unconfirmed rumors that she dated her other That 70s Show co-star, Wilmer Valderrama.
Woo! Call the fire department! You can't fake passion like that.
Many of us forget that she dated Macaulay Culkin, let alone the fact that they were together from 2002 to 2010, breaking up in January of 2011.
Hey, Russell, meet Mac, meet my boyfriend Mac. Oh, all right, Mac, say I, and walked past what was quite clearly Macaulay Culkin.
To be fair, much of their relationship was done long distance, so Culkin still spent much of his time home alone even after making Kunis his girl. The two haven't said much about their relationship, but they're supposedly not on friendly terms. Kunis has said that she effed up and regrets how things ended.
I don't want to see you again for the rest of the night.
I don't want to see you again for the rest of my whole life.
Number 9. Kim Kardashian and Nick Cannon. Pretty much anything Kim Kardashian does makes headlines, especially anyone she dates. And yet, it's very easy to forget that one of the people she dated was Nick Cannon.
Do I know you?
But you don't know.
However, the reason for this could be because they only dated for a few months in 2006 and possibly early 2007. And this timeline is important because it was in 2007 when her famous tape with Ray J from 2002 was released to the world, and Kim began her rise from that girl who knows Paris Hilton to the mega celeb she is today.
Did you guys know that I'm like the #1 Google search last week?
Oh my god, Kim, shut up. You're so into yourself.
For his part, Cannon has said that he broke up with her because she lied to him about the existence of said tape. And if she had just told him the truth, then he probably wouldn't have ended things.
The fact that she, didn't necessarily keep it on an honest level with me, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Number 8. Jamie Dornan and KEIRA Knightley. These two were an item from 2003 to 2005, and during that time, the celebrity status skewed heavily to KEIRA, who was already an international movie star.
How could I forget Miss One?
Will, how many times must I ask you to call me Elizabeth?
Dornan, however, was almost still a decade away from critical acclaim in the fall and international recognition in 50 Shades of Grey.
Earlier you said that there are some people who know you well. Why do I get the feeling that that is not true?
Jamie has even admitted to feeling second-rate, saying, quote, "The man is meant to be the alpha in the relationship on the money and power front, and clearly I was not. You feel you have to be dominant in other areas, and that leads to problems." He's since said that quote was taken out of context, but still, feel free to insert your own Christian Grey joke here.
I'm a dominant.
What does that mean?
Number 7. Natalie Portman and GAEL García Bernal. We know these two dated back in the aughts, but the details surrounding their relationship are, shall we say, conflicting.
Okay, so sometimes I lie. I mean, I'm weird, man. About random stuff, too. I don't even know why I do it.
While multiple reports agree that the relationship started around 2003 and was rather short-lived, some outlets have them meeting on the set of an indie flick, while others claim it was at a post-Oscars party. It also appears that the couple rekindled things later on, but whether that happened 9 months or a couple of years post-breakup depends on who you ask.
10, la neta es chida, pero inalcanzable. ¿Cómo? O sea, que la verdad es lo mejor de lo mejor, pero es dificilísimo de alcanzar.
The second time around, there were also reports of a love triangle involving Argentine actress Dolores Fonzi, the future mother of Bernal's 2 children.
Chale, qué mala onda. Cuando la conocimos, ya sabía que se iba a morir. No le quiso decir a nadie.
Number 6. Gisele Bündchen and Leonardo DiCaprio. In case you forgot, before marrying the most popular football player in the world, Gisele dated one of the most popular actors in the world.
Don't just sit at home, or the life of your dreams will sail right past you.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Bündchen, two of the most beautiful people on the planet, were together for almost 5 years before she ended things in 2005. Bündchen recently opened up about that dark time in her life when she was suffering from debilitating panic attacks.
Living like this was very hard because life was, it was like I was trapped and I couldn't breathe.
She decided to change her lifestyle and her habits, and when she came out the other side, she realized that Leonardo wasn't right for her anymore, saying, quote, "Was I alone in wanting to do some serious soul searching while he stayed the same?" In the end, unfortunately, the answer was yes.
Everything stopped. I was able to notice and see a lot of different things that I never was aware of.
Number 5. Scarlett Johansson and Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett famously dated many of the women he shared screen time with, but it's been reported that he regrets dating his co-stars, one of whom was Scarlett Johansson. They met on the set of the Brian De Palma film The Black Dahlia and dated for about 2 years between 2005 and 2007.
It's nice. You couldn't have worked out better if you planned it, could it, Dwight?
Hartnett was a major Hollywood star back in the early to mid-aughts, and while he has been working consistently ever since, his star definitely looks to have peaked back then.
I just want to do it right today.
Just watch your corner. Get all your men back here alive.
And it would seem that Josh blames, at least partially, his dating history for his career path taking a less prominent route. He told Elle magazine that dating his co-stars made him, quote, "a lot of enemies in Hollywood."
I never moved. God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Number 4. Alanis Morissette and Ryan Reynolds. Isn't it ironic? But we do think that you ought to know that Reynolds and Morissette dated back in the 2000s. They met at Drew Barrymore's birthday party in 2002, and they soon fell head over feet for each other. In fact, before he married and divorced Scarlett Johansson, Reynolds had plans to make Morissette his first wife when he proposed to her in 2004.
But sometimes, you gotta let your heart lead you. Even if you know it's someplace you know you're not supposed to be.
But the couple never took those next steps down the aisle, and in 2007, the hand in Morissette's pocket was no longer wearing his engagement ring. Number 3. Chris Evans and Jessica Biel. If Chris Evans and Jessica Biel started dating today, it would be one of the biggest celebrity stories in the world. And not just because Biel has been married to Justin Timberlake since 2012, but also because Evans is Captain America and one of the biggest movie stars on the planet.
Finally got everything I wanted. And I'm wearing tights.
However, that wasn't the case back when these two dated on and off within 2001 and 2006. At the time, Biel was making a name for herself in Seventh Heaven, while Chris was just starting to gain traction with films like Not Another Teen Movie and Fantastic Four.
Johnny, you were at 4,000 Kelvin. Any hotter and you're approaching supernova.
Sweet!
And while Chris has found more and more film success, he's yet to find dating success to match what he had with Biel. Their 5 years together appears to be his longest relationship to date.
You still don't know a bloody thing about women.
Number 2. Orlando Bloom and Kate Bosworth. Before there was a Katie in Orlando Bloom's life, there was a Kate. The dates are a little unclear, but most reports have Bloom and Bosworth beginning to date between 2002 and 2003, and then on and off until 2006, which is right around the time that they both hit it big, especially Bloom.
Something draws near. I can feel it.
While 2002's Blue Crush put Kate on the map, the release of The Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring in 2001 made Orlando an international star overnight.
Nicholas! Two already!
I'm on 17!
I have no pointy arrow scoring me!
They would land at airports and there would be girls flashing Bloom like they were at Mardi Gras, and he was the last guy with beaded necklaces. While they're still really good friends, Bosworth has said that after her relationship with Bloom, she decided not to date actors anymore.
Just be the girl I met on the beach.
Who? Who was she?
The girl who'd never ask a guy what to do.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Ryan Gosling and Sandra Bullock. They kept it under wraps at the time, but years later, Gosling confirmed they did date.
Oh. Thank you, detective. I bet you did this with every guy you ever dated.
Mandy Moore and Zach Braff. Moore wanted this scrub for about 2.5 years back in the mid-aughts.
While you're in the bathroom, I set the clock 2 hours ahead so you'd think time was just flying by.
Really?
Yeah.
While I was in the bathroom, I wrote my name in the mirror with my finger, so the next time you took a hot shower and it fogged up, you think that ghosts were telling you to be with me.
Jared Leto and Cameron Diaz. Jared knew there was something about Cameron from 1999 to 2003. January Jones and Ashton Kutcher. These two dated while he was trying to find his car and before she found Mad Men. Tara Reid and JC Chasez. She was the it girl, but this rumored it relationship blew up almost as quickly as it began. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Lenny Kravitz and Nicole Kidman. Of course you remember that Nicole Kidman was married to Tom Cruise, and you know that she's currently married to Keith Urban. But many of us forget that in between those two marriages, she dated Lenny Kravitz.
But what I really want to know is, I'm gonna go my way.
The couple were together in 2003 and possibly for some of 2004, and while it was brief, it was long enough for them to get engaged. However, Kidman has since said that one of the reasons the relationship ended was that they weren't ready to get married.
It's nothing. It's just an infatuation. It's nothing.
They're still friends though. Though this may be weird for some exes, it's not for Kravitz, who has said that he and ex-wife Lisa Bonet are best friends.
Now I'm gonna live my life, giving you the most in every way.
Lenny is even friendly with his ex's husbands, Keith Urban and Jason Momoa. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.